everyone, welcome back to D-Day weekend. D-Day weekend because it is Min Yoongi's weekend. He just dropped his first official solo album, D-Day, which is the culmination of the trilogy that encapsulates August D. Obviously we had August D, we had D2, and now D-Day, where he described it as the last album in a trilogy of this character that he created back in the day when he felt he needed to use a different persona to defend himself when him and the members were being attacked when they debut, obviously being called, you know, a poster, a fake rapper, an idol rapper, blah blah blah. Obviously I feel like the way he's described this whole process, this album, and how where his growth has come from when he was where he was in 2013 to where he is now, basically like 10 years later, is that he doesn't need that persona anymore. He doesn't need August D. So this might be the last time we see August D or have anything from August D, which probably means that any future solo albums will be from Suga and not from August D. Like, he's putting that persona to rest. So we're gonna go. I already reacted to the music video for Hug 'Em. So when I do this listen through for the album D-Day, I'm not gonna be listening to Hug 'Em, or I'm not gonna be listening to People Part 2 because we already did reaction videos to those. So I'm just gonna be listening to the remaining 8 tracks from this album, which surprisingly for being 10 tracks, it's only like 30 minutes, 32 minutes long. But anyways, I haven't read any of the translations. This is going to be just honest first listen with no background info of what the songs are, just going off the titles and going off what I can understand, because obviously I'm not Korean, so I don't speak Korean. So obviously if there's some stuff that I don't catch, that I miss, and you already know because you've looked at the lyrics, please keep that in mind. So anyways, we're gonna start off with listening to D-Day, track 1, D-Day. Let's go. It's very ominous, like the music. It's like a keyboard. It's gonna be okay. Swish, swish. Be okay. Swish. I love that.
It's a fucking good day. 이 나를 위해서 여지껏 미를 가린 듯해. 어쩌면 너를 익숙해. 던지난 나를 이제 over. 다시 태어난 우리 위해 축배를 다시 건드려. 미움이 가득한 세상에 중요한 저도 uk불 필요하네. 연꽃 춤추는 강속에서도 찬란하게 꽃 피우기에 아둥바둥 남과 비교 열등 감작이 혐오 이런 것들로 향해 오늘부로 총구를 겨눠. 당신은 무엇인가 한계 따윈 부셔내 임마. 과거를 후회 말고 미래를 두려워하지 마 임마. 피할 수 없어 맞고 충분히 아프고 말겨. 괜히 상처를 헤집으면서 흉터를 키우지 말겨.
I love the auto-tune. I can't remember. I can't remember. Switch. I love that the hook, the song started, I'm sorry I already paused it. The song started with that hook. But first of all, I love the way he's using the auto-tune. It's not like an unnecessary. He's using it to differentiate the verses from the hook. So it gives it like more impact. But one, it's in English. But the lyrics, it's like, it's gonna be okay, future's gonna be okay. And then it says, look in the mirror and I see no pain. I'm getting emotional over that lyric. Because, you know, like all the stuff he's gone through. The breath control.
거야 임마 과거는 지나갔고 미래는 먼 얘기 뭘 두려워 임마 과거는 과거일 뿐 현재는 현재일 뿐 미래는 미래일 뿐과 의미 부연 힘들어 10중 8구 오늘부로 미로를 지나 새로운 시작을 시작층으로 뒤덮인 세상에 다시 연꽃이 핀다 그래 D-Day coming 당당히 가슴을 펴게 증명은 당신 몫이니 부디 증명해 내게 I can't remember I can't remember I can't remember
I can't remember, yeah. I can't remember. Switch! It's gonna be okay. And I see no pain. Switch. Time ticking ain't over. Bro! I don't even... I haven't even read the lyrics, but oh my god, I know that once I read the lyrics it's gonna hit me even more, but like just off the hook, which is what I understood, it's like literally saying like D-Day, like this is from this point forward everything's gonna be okay, like I'm looking at myself in the mirror and I'm good. I literally, once I finish listening to this, I'm gonna look up the lyrics. Because I got emotional just from the verse, that one lyric and the hook. There's he's saying like he's talking to himself, but also like we could use it for ourselves. Like the future is going to be okay. Like you're okay where you're at. Look in the mirror and I see no pain. Like, bro, that lyric right there, because you know all the stuff that he's gone through emotionally, physically, with like his shoulder injury after that accident so many years ago that he just had the surgery like 2-3 years ago in 2020. All the hate that he's received, like he's overcome all of that. So that's why he's saying like I look in the mirror and I see no pain. It could be something that's true, but it could also be something that he tells himself like to just like a reaffirmation, like you're good, which we could do also for ourselves. But honestly, obviously, I haven't seen the lyrics. I don't know everything else. That's just what I got. That's just what I got from the song. And I already love it. I love that this is the first track because it kicks you off in like kind of like aggressive, positive manner. We're gonna continue. We're gonna skip Higgin, and we're gonna go on to which is the collaboration with J-Hope. This is the continuation of Ugh. They're so confused. This rap line is so confused because it's like, ugh, I'm hangry, or 어떻게 생각해? What do you think? And now, So let's go. Oh.
What the shit do you know about me? What the shit do you know about me?
What the shit do you know about me?
Fuck that shit you think you know about me.
Oh my god.
Every shit if you wanna be like, you wanna be like,
You wanna be like,
you wanna be like, oh me. This is you wanna be like, oh me. This is you wanna be like. 공설의 공수거 그 말은 내게 해당한데 헛수거.
this is a diss track.
음악은 나 숙제들이 약박이 바빠. 학생의 투처 대구에서부터 쌓은 성공이 없어. 어쩌다 성공 운전 성공.
Oh, the whisper sing.
새끼들이 말이 뭐가 중요한 줄 몰라. 열등감들이 폭발해 망했다고 날 걱정하는 인생이 망한 걸 왜 몰라. 그래 인터넷 세상과 현실을 깨달아라. 현실을 살아 live your life. 다들 정신 차리라고 전부 기사대기들 백백들 다들 깨끗한 축은 역겹네. 부디 네 똥부터 나 채채키스.
Oh, I love his flow.
정보화 시대 속하긴 현실이 시공창이라면은 벗어나 기회를 절실히 너는 살기 What the shit do you know about me? What the shit do you know about me?
Like, you don't know me, bro.
Fuck that shit you think you know about me. Every shit if you wanna be like, you wanna be like,
You wanna be like, Yoongi, go off. Oh, Hobie, you came in with the sass. Like,
No matter what you know, no matter what you make.
no matter, like, I have to rewind
No matter what you do, no matter
to
what.
listen.
Whatever you do.
Whatever you think, huh?
No matter what you do,
No matter what you do,
say.
no matter what you say, huh?
Whatever you have.
Huh?
No matter what you know, no matter what you make.
Huh?
너에 대한 모든 부분이에요. 이제 같이 여기까지 뒤에요.
Huh?
무슨 할 말이 필요해요. 내 할 일을 해도 내가 길을 가도 화제가 되기에 화제를 되기에 내 플랜은 지켜. On the street
Burn it.
내 스텝은 깊게 손 내보기도 쉽게 이제 모여기도
Oh my gosh.
과열이 된 기계 난 역경은 참고 빅말을 못 참게 이거 내가 주는 feedback.
Oh my gosh. From what I'm getting off of the song, it's not huh, like they're confused. It's like, no matter what you're doing, first of all, what do you know about me? You don't know anything about me. What you think you know about me, it's not what it is. You just want to be me. And the huh comes in not as a confused huh. It comes in like Cousin Hobie's verse, especially the English part. He's saying like, no matter what you have, no matter what you do or what you know, huh? Like almost like saying like, oh, is that it? Like, oh, huh? Like that's interesting. That's okay, but it's not impressive. That's the kind of huh that I'm getting off of this. And I love how on his verse he also like you could see on the like you could hear on the background vocals like burn it. Like he's referencing his own music, like his own trajectory, because he even talks about on the street. But yeah, this is a like an unimpressed huh, like huh, okay. You wanna be like you know, nobody does a diss track better than BTS as a diss track. Like, even to this day, but now it's like they're not like, it's not a diss track trying to prove anything, but it's almost like saying like, bruh, you don't know me, you don't know anything about me. What you think you know, it's what I put out there, you know? Appreciate if you want to be like me. Like, you want to be like me, that's why you're so mad. You know, you can't help it because you're just jealous. You've done all these things? Huh. Okay. I'm not impressed. I cannot wait to read the lyrics, like the translation, because just off of that, that's the vibe I got. And I love it. Now we're going on to Amygdala, which is your brain. Oh, I love the way he played with his vocals. I like the way he's using it, the autotune. It's very specific and intentional. And the trap.
기억조차 안 나는 기억도 다 꺼내보자고 하나씩 다 꺼내보자고 하나씩 최선들의 선택 최선들의 선택 최선들의 선택 최선들의 선택 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 원치 않던 내 통제밖에 자취만 하자 그래 그래 I don't know 기억들로 My Amygdala, my Amygdala 어서 나를 구해줘 어서 나를 구해줘 My Amygdala, my Amygdala 어서 나를 꺼내줘 어서 나를 꺼내줘 My Amygdala, my Amygdala My Amygdala, my Amygdala 이곳 어서 구해줘 어서 빨리 꺼내줘
Okay. I was getting emotional during the song. I honestly... Was he talking about his mom's surgery? Because I heard him say, Oma susur, susur. So, and I know that he mentioned something about his father because I heard abuji in there. Like, I wish I could speak Korean fluently, but like, obviously he's not just gonna mention stuff like that in a song just for like vibes. And the fact that it's called Amygdala, it's like your brain. It's like, you know, sometimes like things that go on in your head and things that you have to overcome or deal with or process. It could also be referring to like to his thought process when stuff was happening with him, because, you know, their albums are always very personal. They're telling their stories. But like just catching that phrase, talking about his omasusur, like his mother's surgery, I feel like this song is like very personal stuff that was happening to him at a point in his life and how he was dealing with it. I really need to read the lyrics to this song because I feel like it's going to be very personal. And I feel like once I read them, I'm going to cry. I'm gonna be like vibing to my amygdala, but I'm gonna be crying. But I loved the way that the trap sound and like the way that he used the auto-tune to like mess with his vocals, because he did like some singing in the beginning and also before, and then he went into his flow. But I don't even have a lot of more to say. I just know that for some reason, like the way he sang it and the way that it was like produced, and even though there was like the trap beat in the background, it was kind of a mellow track, and I feel like I was getting emotional. I was gonna start crying. I don't even know why. Just what the music was making me feel. But anyways, we're gonna move on to SDL, which I don't know what it's about. This is the beauty of music, you know, even if you don't understand it, it makes you feel something. It makes you feel some type of way. I'm getting... Somebody Does Love? I'm getting very 90s R&B vibes. Whoa, Yoongi! Especially with the heavy bass. Oh, those vocals with I think it's Aurora. Like, you know, she always does vocals with him. It sounds like a very chill, like 90s grooves type of love song. thinking about you.
쏟아지는 저 햇살 같다가도 어느새 밀려와 버린 겨울바다 거센 파도 우리가 그리워하는 것은 그때가 아니면 추억 속에 묻어버린 그대가 그래서 난 그저 말없이 웃어보려 해
Her vocals sound so good with his.
우리가 추억하고 있는 건 그때가 아니면 추억 속에 웃고 있는 그대가
Somebody does love. I'm thinking about you. Somebody does love. I'm thinking. Somebody does love. And I'm thinking about you. That was, yo, I feel like retro 90s R&B vibes. Like, yo, like, that was a very retro 90s vibes. Like R&B love song. What is it? SDL, Somebody Does Love. Yoongi's out here romancing girls left and right. I have goosebumps. And the vocals with, I think her name was Aurora. Sorry if I'm getting it wrong. My brain is like not functioning correctly. But I love when she would do the backup vocals with like to the, especially like a Yoongi's tracks. Like they mesh so well together. They sound so good. This is, I don't know, this is like Crooner Yoongi coming at ya. Which makes sense because the song after that was like People Part 2. So they were bringing it a little bit down from like the heavier, like more like in your face tracks that were DJ, Hug'em, and Huh. And they're like kind of slowing it down with Amygdala, SDL, People Part 2, which we're going to skip because we already reacted to that one. And now we're going to go ahead and take a listen to Polar Night. ASMR.
수많은 진실들과 수많은 거짓들 사이 우리는 제대로 세상을 바라보는가
His flow. I love how he does his own backups. To emphasize specific words. I love how it's like the two layers of like singing the same verse. It is so duh. I love how he sang the same line, but in different vocal pitches. So it sounds like, I don't know how to explain it. It sounds like almost like a reverb. Like it sounds like you're hearing it twice, one from each side of your brain, because he's singing it like in two different vocal octaves. And then it like how it does the random other lyric and like almost like a fade out. Yoongi really knows how to play with his vocals and how to arrange things. I have no idea what the song was about, but it's a vibe. I liked it. I like the way he played with his vocals and how it's just like very mellow, like and how he was at the end of he would emphasize the word at the end of like a specific line, and you could hear it because it was like double the vocals, to give it that impact. So anyways, that was Polar Night, which makes sense because you could hear like two different vocals, almost like polar opposites, you know. I don't know, that's just what I'm getting. Oh, now Interlude Dream. Let's do this interstellar vibe. Oh my gosh, the violins. And the guitar. Oh my god, the violins. Like the strings. The guitar and the drums. Oh my gosh, those strings. It's like something straight out of Inception. The electric guitar. If he's playing this, that guitar. Bruh, it was just a pure instrumental of like 1 minute, but the way they arranged it, how it like the instruments came in gradually, obviously like Interlude Dream, it's like something really odd, literally like this could fit into a scene of like Interstellar, like any Christopher Nolan movie, like Inception, whatever. But the way the different instruments started layering onto each other, like with the drums and like at first it was like a strumming of like a acoustic guitar, and then it came into like the strings slowly came in like the orchestra. I think it was like violins, and then dropping that electric guitar that was leading the whole main melody. That electric guitar, if Yoongi was playing that guitar, my mind is going to melt. I can't my mind can't process electric guitar playing rocker Yoongi. I can't. I will lose it. And now the track that a lot of people have been waiting for, including myself, Snooze, featuring Ryuichi Sakamoto. Sorry if I'm mispronouncing that. I know that he plays the piano in this, and he just recently passed away, which is like insane that Yumi got to play with such an artist, like such a mentor to so many people. Like this, I call him an artist because it's like somebody that influenced so many people in their art, no matter whether it was music or whether it was like another type of art. But the fact that Yoongi got to meet him and got him to like play in his like music in his album, like that speaks a lot about the respect that such a tenured and respected artist to work with Yoongi. Like that's if he needed validation of any sorts, which he doesn't, but if he needed it like from the snobs, there you go. It's right there. But it's also going to be featuring Woosung from The Rose, whose vocals are insane. Like they're so emotive. Like the way Woosung sings just makes you feel like this raw emotion, whatever he's like telling you. And I might probably cry. I don't know, because whenever I sing any of The Rose's songs, I always get emo and like I start to cry. But anyways, here we go. I don't even know, but just by that interlude, which was created to like feed into the Snooze, I know it's gonna sound amazing. It's gonna be amazing. So here we go. The piano. Sorry to pause it. And also, you guys know the relationship that Yoongi has with the piano. That's like, he plays the piano. He knows how to play the piano. It's like his first love. There's a track called First Love dedicated to the piano, and the fact that like he uses it to compose a lot of his music, and now he's like letting the piano be played by this master. Sorry.
그러니 나처럼 괴로워하지 마라. 꿈을 위해서 쪽잠을 자는 그대 쉬어도 돼. 오늘만큼은 꿈조차도 꾸지 마라. 당신이 말없이 옅은 미소를 내게 띄워줄 때 그제서야 비로소 마음이 조금 놓여. 많이 힘들 수도 있어. 내가 걸어왔던 이
The way the music just dropped, the beat dropped.
가시밭길이었단 걸 알고 시작하길 꽃을 뿌려주는 일을 절대 너는 잊지 말기 웃고 있을 때 우는 일을 절대 잊지 마. 그들은 네 미소에 하루를 살아가니까 반복되는 일중 속 내가 지워질 때 벅찬다면 괜찮아. 그대 조금 쉬어도 돼. 크게 울어줘. 세상이 미워질 때 널 반기던 손이 손가락질로 변했을 때 한숨 크게 쉬고 시발 죽겠네 외출도 돼. 너 또한 누구와 다르지 않은 사람에게 이 괴롭고 외로운 길을 넌 왜 선택했을까. 그 이후로 시간이 지나도 절대 잊지 마. 당신들의 꿈들이 꿈들로만 남지 않게 언제 어디서든 나 당신들을 응원할게. 떨어질 때 감싸줄게. 한계가 개고 흩어질 때 떠나갈게. 다 괜찮아질 거야. 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 Dream.
Oh my god!
그대의 창조와 삶의 끝에 함께하길. Dream. 그대의 자리가
He did not.
관대하길. Dream. 결국 실현의 끝에 만개하길. Dream.
Oh my gosh, he did not.
시작은 미약할지언정 끝에 창대하길. Dream. 떨어질 때 받아줄게. 무지개 끝에 닿았을 때 떠나갈게. 나를 보고 꿈을 꾸고 있는 당신의 등 뒤엔 항상 내가 있으니 너무 걱정은 마라. 추락이 두렵다면 기꺼이 받아줄게. 그러니 나처럼 괴로워하지 마라. 꿈을 위해서 쪽잠을 자는 그대 쉬어도 돼. 오늘만큼은 꿈조차도 꾸지 마라. 당신이 말없이 옅은 미소를 내게 띄워줄 때 그제서야 비로소 마음이 조금 놓여. 조금 놓여. Dream.
He did not do that. Oh my god. I'm a mess. Oh my gosh. I knew this song was gonna make me cry. Okay, so the way, obviously the song is titled Snooze, which as we all know is like a light sleep. We're not like in our deep sleep. That's why in our alarms is like snooze mode, because it's like it'll only be on snooze for a couple minutes and then we're gonna wake back up. So it's not a very, very deep sleep. It's a light sleep. But okay, first of all, the arrangement, the way the piano, sorry, I'm a mess. I don't have any tissues here. The way the piano is like just like throughout the whole song, it's like the base of the song. It gives it this very like melancholic feeling, because the piano, you know, the piano can give you like many different can convey different emotions. It could be like, depending on how you play the keys, if you play them super hard and like fast, it gives you like this energetic, like, I can't think of any words, energetic, not uplifting, but like it conveys that it's like a powerful message. But when it's played kind of softly and more the keys are played lightly, it gives this melancholic, almost sad feeling, but not like super sad, just like this wistful feeling. And just it was just the piano throughout the whole song, and with the drums and the cymbals, like keeping the beat, with Yoongi's obviously amazing flow, his rap, and Woosun's vocals, like the way he sings, it's so raw and so emotive, and like the way he would draw his notes, like It like draws out this feeling in you, like this raw emotion, like pulls it out of like your soul, like just brings it out. But oh my god, I cannot believe he used like a portion from Far Away when it goes into Dream. Because in Far Away he's talking about like, if I remember correctly, something about like dream, kind of like he's pushing for that dream. I can't remember the lyrics. I know my brain is blanking, but in this occasion he used the same flow and almost like the same phrase, but he changed it a little. It's almost like he's achieved the dream from the little bit I was able to understand. But okay, you guys don't know, but Far Away is like one of my favorite songs that Yoongi has composed, has done. The version that he did with the members for the Festa that's on SoundCloud, I love that version. But also the version that he did with Aurora, like her vocals and just like the whole message about talking about dreams, which is how he finished the song Snooze, ironically mentioning his dreams. But the fact that he literally referenced that track and brought it back and plugged it in here, like the ending part of Far Away, he plugged it in towards the end of Snooze, and then also like with Woo-sun's vocals. Oh my god, I'm a mess. I think this is my favorite track of, I haven't finished listening to it, but I already know this is my favorite track off of D-Day. Just like, obviously every song has a specific message, and every message is like perfect, but just, I don't know, for me, like specifically for me, Snooze is my favorite track. Just the way everything was so well thought of and put together. I don't even know what else to say. Already my favorite track. Oh my god, I can't, when I read the lyrics and listen to it again, I'm gonna be even a bigger mess. But okay, let's finish this and we're gonna, Life Goes On, which, if you guys recall, I don't even know, it was like in 2020 when they were talking about the album B. When they did, like, I forget what it was, they were interviewing each other, and Yoongi said that he had a version of Life Goes On that he wanted to use for B, but they didn't end up using it, but he kept it for himself. So I feel like this is going to be that version that we didn't get in for the album B, which obviously we all love that version because because it has like a very special meaning, because it was the beginning of the pandemic. It was like a hopeful message to us, like, you know, this is gonna pass, we're gonna move on. That's how we understood it then. But now knowing that like that track was supposed to be their goodbye to us before going into the military, it gives us a whole new meaning. I can't speak, but anyways, let's just go and listen to Yoongi's version of Life Goes On and finish this crying fest. Our greeting, bye and hello.
Life
Life goes on, life goes on, life goes on, life goes on. Oh, Yoongi. He really left us with such a positive note. Like, I love that he released this version of Life Goes On, because it's like it's giving such a positive message. And singer Yoongi, I love singer Yoongi. I love singer Yoongi. But he literally, he's like tiny, like the message that they wanted to give us back in 2020. When they, was it 2020, 2021? I've lost track of time. I think it was 2021 actually, because Map of the Soul was 2020. 2021 or end of 2020, when they dropped B and they dropped Life Goes On, it was giving us like a positive message of hope, like don't despair, things get better. And now fast forward to 2023, where we're saying goodbye to them for a couple years because they're slowly enlisting. He brought this song back, like saying, okay, life goes on, you guys. Don't forget, life goes on. Whatever is happening, if you're sad things happening. As time passes, things are happening. But life goes on, like, you're gonna keep going. It's gonna be okay. I love that he released his version, and obviously that he used his verse from the BTS version of Life Goes On. He used the same rap verse in this version of Life Goes On, and Yoongi's version of Life Goes On. But he did such an amazing job, like the flow of the whole album, like kicking off with D-Day with like In Your Face. Like, this is the beginning, like, I'm looking in the mirror, I don't see any more pain, I'm okay. Talking about like, hug him, the message in hug him, like basically don't let others think for you, like think for yourselves, like be your own person, be an individual, don't be shackled to consumerism, and like don't be a slave to anything. Be yourself, like follow your own dreams. Like the whole theme of this album is literally like follow your dreams, be yourself. Talking to the haters with Yoongi's, like you just mad because you want to be like me, you've done stuff, but okay, you're just not that impressive. Like, yo, just you're trying to be me but you can't be me, so just, don't worry so much about me, worry about yourself. Obviously People Part 2 with IU, which we love. You are more than enough. As you are more than enough to be loved. The interlude Dream, Snooze, and then finishing it off with Life Goes On. Like, he really took us on a roller coaster of like, yo, at the end of the day, everything's gonna be good. People might hate you, might say stuff about you, but you just stay true to yourself. Do what's good for you. Do what's right for you. Just make sure you don't hurt others in the way as you're trying to like be yourself, be an individual. Let the bad things pass over you. Just look forward to the future. It's gonna be okay. Life goes on. I don't know what else to say. Like, Yoongi, the way he closed out his trilogy for D-Day, it was such a ride in between every single album. Like, you could see his growth from August D to D2 to D-Day. Like, you can literally see his growth, not only like musically, and also like the change within him as being like not as angry with like people, and not letting what other people think of him bother him so much, letting it roll off his shoulders and just being content with who he is and being like comfortable. Like, hey, I went through a lot of emotional and physical struggles, but the journey to get from there to get to here, I don't want to say it was worth it, but he learned to be happy with who he is, and that he doesn't need to do anything to please anybody. At the end of the day, being true to himself and sticking with his roots, with who he is, the music he wanted to put out, the message he wanted to put out. He didn't conform to anybody just so people like them. He just stayed true to who he is, and he's okay with that. Because at the end of the day, whatever we do, whoever we are, whatever our dreams are, we don't have to please anybody but ourselves. Like, we have to be happy with who we are, with the things that we've done, the things we've achieved. We have to make sure that we did it for us and not for other people, like because other people pushed this dream on you or told you to go down this path or follow this career, because you have to do what makes you happy. But anyways, that was D-Day, another masterpiece by Yoongi. Like, so much stuff to unpack in every single song. I can't wait to get to reading the actual translations so I can understand everything that he was trying to say. But like I said, like music, you don't have to understand it in order to feel what each song is trying to convey to you. If you let music speak for itself, it will give you the message that it wants to give out. So anyways, you guys, don't forget to keep streaming the album, buying the digital songs, buying the physical album, like copies. Yes, to them charts don't matter because they don't need to prove anything to anybody. But as fans, we need to support our artists to show that even though numbers and charts don't matter, we got to show with numbers like that. Yes, they are talented. They have people that can relate to their music, what they're talking about, and we're gonna support them. Like, whether they get the trophies or whether they get the numbers, it doesn't matter, because the numbers speak for themselves. The true numbers speak for themselves, and the fact that their fans are supporting them speaks for itself, like that they're making good music and they affect people in a positive way. Anyways, that was D-Day. Let me know what songs you guys liked. What was your favorite song? Which track was your favorite? What lyric is your favorite? Like, what are interpretations? Now that you guys have obviously heard the music and have read the translation, like, what messages stick out most to you? I want to hear from you, Army. So please leave a like, comment, subscribe if you can, if you want to, and I'll see you next time.